Hello everybody, welcome back. Today I have a new build for you guys. I have never seen anybody else do this or attempt it. I have a artillery ballista build for maps. So I've done up to tier 8 with it so far. It's okay. Unfortunately, there's no uniques or really any passives that help you that much when it comes to this. Ballistas aren't that strong, and there's only two of them, and one's not even in the game, basically. Ripwire Ballista is horrible. So, the problem with that is it's very hard to get everything you need. So, currently, this is my passive tree. I'll show you this first, and then I'll show you my gear, and then I'll run through a map for you guys. So, I take these to get some damage in here and chain. This one's really nice because area of effect. With this build, area of effect is extremely important. Reduce cooldown, recovery rate. Obviously, you want that. Armor and evasion is insanely good because of your ascendancy sorcery ward. If you don't know what that does, takes 50% of your evasion and armor and basically converts it to a 60% shield. So you get basically gain 10% and it works on all elemental. So that's really nice. This just makes it the second part of that ascendancy just makes it fucking crazy. I think what's mine 1,600 with 2,000, so I'm really tanky. I don't get one shot anymore other than chaos resist is not looking very hot right now at 0%. So next thing, we got more armor and evasion. This node is crazy. Right, let's go down here. So here we have damage with two-handed weapons. Overwhelm's really nice. Stun buildup is crazy. Area of effect, of course, you do want that. So the whole point of this build is to stack physical damage. Let the ballista convert that to fire. You use this Radiant Grief helmet to ignite everything near you. And you run Immolate on the artillery ballista, which just straight up gives it 30% more fire damage against ignited enemies. And then just more damage. You want as much damage as possible, and then scatter shot. Scatter shot kind of saves the build, but I'm gonna look through real quick and see if there's a better thing I can use. Give me 1 second. I want to see if there's something better than scatter shot because it's okay, but I want to see if there's anything better. So unfortunately, I'm not seeing anything that's gonna work with it any at all. Right. Damn. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Scatter shot, immolate, LE focus, and primal armament. Definitely is where you're gonna need to go. Okay. So there's that. I don't have it corrupted. I could corrupt it, but I don't want to risk it because I did have to use a greater orb on it. So currently we're looking at about 1,567 average damage. I think that's not accounting for the. Oh, it is accounting for the 3 projectiles. So it's a decent amount of damage. You'll see it really hit hard with what's it called? MO8. So yeah, let's go back to our tree. You got your ballista totem trees right here. You have to go this one. Where is it? No, it's the bottom one. I take cruel methods, which gives a lot of armor break and physical damage. I don't use armor break. You could. I don't really care about it. I kind of only want it for physical damage because that's where all of our damage is coming from. So we head down here. We hit a jewel socket here. But this right here, Ancestral Artifice, gives another totem. That is unbelievably valuable because that doubles our damage. And then these nodes around this is super important because you like attack speed. I think there's one more. Oh yeah, right there. So this one is attack speed per summoned totem, and I had 3 totems, so this is a lot of attack speed here. We come down here, we grab another jewel socket here, and then we hit this. This right here is crazy because it's super crazy damage, and then straight up just another totem. But this build is very mana heavy, and you're going to have mana problems no matter what, unless you have like a 6 link with another damage and inspiration. This saves you a lot of mana in the long term because it summons 2 totems now. And then you get totem life. Unironically, this is like way more important than you'd think. I thought I could like skip over some of them. You really can't. These guys will get shredded. So that's our second totem thing. So that triples our damage because now we can have 3 totems. And then let's come over here. We go up from the first totem tree, and we get a ton of armor here. And so then we come up here and we get our 2-handed damage. This stacks up a really good amount, so make sure you get this if you do run this build. Your stun build up is going to be pretty crazy. So your ballistas should be able to shred some rare monsters pretty quickly. I don't remember if I talked about this. It's been about 2 hours since the last cut. You want to come up here and get this. It's about 80% increased damage, and then you get some attack speed. So this will be a lot of damage increase. Probably about 40%, hopefully. I think there's another one right here, but this is unobtainable basically. All right, so now that we've talked about that, let me go over my armor and my weapon. So this weapon has 436 DPS. It was 3 Exile. I think I got a good deal on it. I think I got a couple offers for like 8 Exile. Radiant Grief, this is kind of expensive. I think this is also about 8 Chaos at the moment. Let's see. This one was, I think, 15 double res attributes, and unfortunately this is a really expensive base for a ring. Fire resistance, a ruby ring is kind of expensive. Chestplate, we got cold res, double life, kind of armor and evasion rating. You want a lot because of your passive, your ascendancy passive. Your armor and evasion rating, you basically gain 10% more, and it gets converted to an elemental shield. Unfortunately, this doesn't work with chaos res, so you do want to make sure you still get your chaos res. It's going to be expensive. Even I haven't started to work on it. I'm capped reses, but I still have to get this up because I am getting one shot by some things. Pendant, we got res, dex, and life. Dex, cold res, life. Double res, life. More armor. Gloves, got lightning res, life, armor. I did have I don't think I really need these anymore, but I had those on when I was on my gas build. Because 1 evasion rating per 1 armor on gloves give me basically 200 free evasion rating. And then we got move speed is extremely important. We got move speed, double res, life, and rarity, these were really expensive. So you don't really you need maybe 20 or 30 chaos, or sorry, exalted, to get this build up and going. Unfortunately, the hat, if you're in the early game, can be really tricky to get. 8 exalt isn't that hard to get, but it does take time when you're in the early game. So we're gonna run through this map. I'm gonna stop yapping. Let's go. So unfortunately, I don't have audio for some reason. I think it's whenever my computer sleeps. So my single target is really good, and I do use permafrost bolts. This is really good for killing rare monsters. So one thing you're going to notice almost immediately is the mana usage is kind of absurd, but there's not much I can do about that. Getting ganked by my dog. Okay, what are you doing? Come in. All right. So your DPS is going to be really crazy on single target, especially for bosses. But for groups like breaches, I don't know how the hell you're going to do it. Even with magnified effect, which gives you 40% more AoE, it's still impossible to do breaches. You just do not have that damage. Maybe if you turn this into a 6-link and 20 quality'd it, you'd have enough attack speed. You'd get an extra like 20% on top of having Frostfire. I think that's what you'd run. It'd be either, I'd definitely run Inspiration and something else. I'd have an extra slot open. I'm just not really sure. Unfortunately, Greater Jeweler Orbs are like 88 chaos at the moment, and it's expensive. But as you can see, the things that this is actually hitting do get shredded pretty, like, look at that. I'm going to try to find you a rare monster real quick so I can showcase that. When you start to get surrounded by a lot of enemies, you need to like keep running on the outskirts, letting your ballistas get one shot and then replacing them further and further away. These guys are going to get melted. Your turrets, even if you have every single totem life and resistance, they're still going to get one shot basically. I don't think this beta was is it the beta? No, it's closed access or whatever, early access. It wasn't made for these ballistas to be in the game yet to be used. I genuinely think that because currently there's no uniques in the entire game for it. 1 second, lock in. Here I'm about to showcase the single target damage. It's like not the craziest, but it's the best way I can get this build to work because this build shouldn't be in the game just yet. My crossbow is about the only thing that can increase the damage of it, and I mean honestly, my crossbow is at like the top 90%, so it's very odd. If I wanted to get a crossbow, it'd be like 100 exalt to get a 500 plus DPS one, and at that point, I don't think that this build could probably run that good. So I don't know. I think I'm planning to switch back to the other build, but I'm gonna be using this for like a week or two, just to get all of it and just make sure that this is the maximized potential of it. Sometimes you are gonna run out of your mana flask, and you're gonna need to teleport back and use the well. It's kind of annoying, but it doesn't take that much time. Kind of whatever. Now there is a mod on these rare monsters that really mess up everything, and that is the circle that siphons mana and what is it? Mana and does lightning damage. That one really messes with you. Oh my god, I thought I died right there. That was kind of close. Oh, I thought I died again. Oh, we got a divine orb, and unfortunately, is this a good one? It's not. Fortunately, I don't have sound on, so I couldn't hear that beautiful ding of the divine orb. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I think that at the current state, I think this is good enough for it. I've not fought a boss yet, so I haven't seen the DPS of it, but I'm guessing it's pretty crazy because this single target, as long as the boss doesn't kill the totem immediately, the DPS should be around 20 or 30,000, which doesn't seem like a lot, but for what this is, that's actually kind of crazy because you're not even supposed to be doing this just yet. That's like thoroughly what I believe. You're just not supposed to be using this just yet. Shit. Because dude, you don't have your unique ballista items yet in the game for some reason. Like your bow that your dex stacking bow and strength stacking bow. But I mean it's early access. I'm just happy that I can even run maps with ballistas. Oh, shoot. So as you can see, things with elemental resist is a pain in the ass. So until I kill these monsters in the back that wait, I really need another mana flask charge. But in the meantime, I actually think we're doing enough actually. I need to freeze I need to freeze this the archer that's shooting the chaos shit. That's screwing me over here. Oh, it's frozen. Yeah, I think we can kill it now. Nice, we got it. But yeah, as you see, the mana regen's really bad. And that's why I need to 5-link it and get a perfect. Why are these guys not shooting them? Am I dead? I think I dodged into it. My fault. Look at this fucking guy. Come on, pal. Anyway, I don't remember what the hell I was talking about. I need to. They need to start adding a ballista weapon into the game. That's when this build's going to be viable. Because as you can see, I can already do tier 6 to 8 maps without having that. When we get our bow, our crossbow, or whatever the hell they decide to give us, hopefully it's a bow and a chest plate to stack whatever we need. I know there is a strength stacking chest plate in the game, but it just doesn't really do very much. It's 1% projectile damage for every 2 strength, and I don't think that gives us enough damage because we'd be sacrificing a lot of passive. Oh, I'm dead. It'd be sacrificing a lot of passives to do that. So, yeah. But we did make a little bit. So yeah. I'm gonna update you guys because I'm still gonna be playing with this for a while until I make back 500,000 gold. To when I do that, I'm gonna decide if I want to reroll back or not. I just don't see any more damage upgrades, and with the way this build plays, whenever you die, you lose 10% XP, and I don't know if I can sustain my XP and actually start to level up. So, which is the really unfortunate part. I might try to get rid of weapon. Is that really? Wait, hold on. Is that the elemental damage on my? That's big damage. Oh, big. Oh wait, this doesn't even account for the 30% extra damage. Damn. Well, anyway, hope you guys liked it. I'm gonna be trying to get this a little better. I don't think there is a better path I can take, and obviously, if you guys notice anything or notice something I could do better, or a different type of ballista build, like maybe a poison one, if you could get that to work, or an aggravated bleeding build of ballistas. I don't know if that'll work because the ballistas are making them bleed and not you. I don't know if you are technically the one that inflicts that bleed. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next update video or the next Dark and Darker wipe.